Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Meherd37. So we finished up in the 757 with the just absolute horrible landing. My apologies, it was just freaking terrible. Damaged the flaps, and that kind of just screwed everything over, screwed everything up. So anyway, I wanted to finish up, the plane with a good landing and everything, but it was crap. But now we are moving on to the 727. I imported them yesterday, tried to get the config files as best I could, close enough to matching the weights and everything. I think I did at least a decent job. It can hold about 60,000 pounds cargo, and we're going to be flying navigation style. The plane didn't have GPS back in the day. Of course, it does have it now. You can use the GPS, but I figured, I just want to kind of do it old school. Kind of like keep it real to the plane, at least for some of the flights. Maybe we can use GPS for others. But it kind of also requires us to use smaller flights. And we actually got lucky with this one, only 410 miles to Moline. I actually tried this yesterday, not using Air Hauler, but I went through and I'll show you this, made the flight plan. Leave out of Huntington, going up to York. You can see going through here. Did everything great. I haven't had an absolute just beautiful landing. It was shortly after that 757, and I get in this thing, and it was just an awesome landing. But I'm really kind of enjoying it. There are some things I don't like about the plane, like certain things with the autopilot that I don't really like. But overall, it's kind of a fun plane once you kind of get the hang of it. I still don't have total hang of it, but good enough to fly and everything. So it's 400 miles. As you can see, we're 19,000 pounds over our weight, so we can't do full fuel, which I've got this thing set up for about 1,700 miles. I think the one thing said 1,600, but this one has winglets on it, so it should get a little further. So I put it like 1,700 miles. Shouldn't be a big deal. All right, we'll go ahead and fly now. I can't remember. I think this is the FedEx livery. I think is the one I've got. We'll probably get one of these large ones. So let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are in the plane. We'll take a look outside. Like I said, the FedEx livery. In fact, that's the only view I've got set up outside. It's a fun plane, I gotta say. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's different. As you can see, I guess we're inside the building. Even though it does look like we can see through. I don't know how to set up yet. As you can see, this is one of the old ones. It's got, the flight engineers panel. Just 3-person plane. It's really like the 707, I think. I haven't taken too much of a look at it, but it looks a lot like, I would think, the 707. So, because I don't know how to do that, we're going to have to start up Control E style. I believe that's on. I don't have views set up for the overhead either. Have to take a look real quick. That's not the one. Here we go. Alright, nav light, we'll turn that on, beacon on. I don't know if we need the wing lights or not. Don't think we need the wheel well. Alright. We'll go ahead and Control E, just start them up. Now our nav radios and stuff are down here, right here, as well as the autopilot. But I actually like using the 2D ones on this. It's a little bit easier to deal with when you this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put the first one into our nav. It's York, it's 112.8. Wrong way. There we go, 112.8. You can actually see it actually picked it up already. Not sure if it's actually supposed to be able to pick it up yet. If you have to wait till it's in the air, but anyway, it's picked up. I can't tell if we've got 2 engines going or 3. We'll fly at 24,000 feet. I really don't like the way this plane ascends and descends, though. Yeah, there's the third one. Swelling up. Because the way we go up and down is using this right here. You click down here to pitch it up, click right here to pitch it down. I hate that. I really don't like it. No auto throttles, anything like that. It's a primitive autopilot. You can see we've got manual. You can hit that and use the heading right here. Altitude hold. You can have the nav lock right here, and then use the manual GS for our landings. It does have ILS, which is nice. Alright, we are started up. So let's click off the parking brake. And we'll get our pushback. I believe we need to out to the left. Take off on runway 30, which is going straight to York. Kind of like the cockpit. I kind of like it with the little windows up there. I think it's kind of cool. I don't even know if anyone flies this anymore. Clita Air, their air charters, I believe they fly it. FedEx used to actually fly this 727-200 out of Huntington here. I think they've switched now. I can't remember what plane they switched out with. So I'm not sure if they even fly what. I can't remember what they fly anymore. It's a 737. I can't remember. See, we're 25 miles away from York. I did navigation flying with the DC-6, if you remember. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult. I've been trying it out, trying to see what I can remember. And like I said, I did a flight yesterday and it was awesome. The landing was just, it was so nice. And it was right after that 757 landing, which was just one of the worst ever. Oops, we better stop right here. There's grass behind us. Put our taxi light on. Alright. Taxi over to our right. You'll notice I'm kind of up in the sitting up. That's actually, I had to do that because I need access to my heading and everything over here. So I had to kind of raise my view up so I can and look down. Otherwise, the way I had it, the yoke is blocking it. So every time I gotta adjust the heading or anything, I gotta move it. Maybe I can adjust it a little bit better later. But it'll certainly do for now. The engines don't seem the best on this plane. It's not a... Especially after flying the 757 quality wings. That thing just was a freaking race car. This one not so much, especially taking off, but once you get going in the air, it does seem like it has some pretty good thrust to it, but it can climb pretty good, but man, it doesn't have the greatest takeoff speed, I can tell you that. But it is an old plane. From the 60s, late 60s I believe, 67, 68, I think is when they started flying them. I can't remember if this, I don't think this is the 200 Advanced, I think this is the, I can't remember though. And this is obviously Payward. This is a Captain Sim. I know there's a 727 I used to use freeware from Thomas Ruth. Thomas Ruth, I believe was his name, and made one. He made a pretty good one. But I really do like this plane. It's hard to learn to fly, but once you get it, it is pretty damn good. Pretty damn fun. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set the flaps. 3 notches, I believe that's 15 if I'm not mistaken. That's 25? What? I'm not sure if that's right. 25? Or is it 2515? Let me retract them real quick. That just seems odd. 3 notches should not be 25 freaking degrees. And I want every bit of runway that I can get. I was flying this empty and was getting very, very close to the end of the runway. Alright, there's 3 notches right there. Let's see what that says. Alright, I can't click on it. I'll look at it in a second. I just don't understand how it was. See, it's still saying, it looks like it's saying 20, but I don't think that's correct. I think it's 2515. And right there it says 15. I believe it's 20, 25, 30 maybe. Come on, plane. I know I got it slowed down, but come on. Alright. Stop right here. Go ahead and trim this thing into the green. Landing lights on, all 4. Can't remember if we got a strobe light or not. Wing illumination, that's real well. Let's see this. Runway turn off. Runway turn off. We don't have a strobe light. Come on, plane, you can do it. Actually, I need to stop right here just for a second and be right back. Alright, we're back. Now we'll get on the runway. Hopefully. She feels really sluggish. Like I said, the engines don't have the most power. Especially when you're full. We are completely full. Fuel and cargo. So we're going to use every bit of runway that we can. Overshot that a little bit. Not perfectly lined up. We're going to go ahead and stop here. Let's get our nav set up. Now I know from here it should be about 307. Should be about 317. So it should be just about there. We'll probably have to adjust it, of course. Alright, I'm going to hold onto the brakes as we rev up the engines. Alright, and I'm off. Try to get this thing lined up a little better before we get going too quick. Come on, old girl. 80 knots. Alright, 140. We should be good. Alright, positive rate, gear up. Pitched up a little high. Retract 1 notch of flaps. Two notches flaps. See, this thing will once you get going, it will take off on you. And actually bring back the throttle a little bit. Alright, flaps are fully retracted. Alright. Use the heading real quick. Need to get to my nav. Alright, see, we're pitching up way too high. Which happens in this plane. Adjust my views. Alright. Bring that nose down. I don't know why it just demands to climb so daggone fast. Here's why. Autopilot. Actually engaging it actually probably does help, doesn't it? Yes. Idiot. Alright, now I've done it too much. We'll eventually get it right. Alright, let's take a look outside real quick. Not a whole lot to see. A really rainy, crappy day. And it is, I live in the area. This is quite a crappy day. Alright, this thing is going way too fast. What's up with me not paying attention the past couple days? It's gotten horrible. Let's go back over to manual. The heading. Take that away. Let's actually move this real quick. We need to be 317. What it was supposed to have been. Alright, well, anyway, we're 9 miles out. The next one will be CVG, which is up in Cincinnati. And that one will be, we'll go ahead and put it in at 117.3. Just so I have that ready. Now this thing is, obviously, since we're only 7 miles out, it's going to be a lot more sensitive. It could be off a little bit. Probably are, really. Alright, we'll keep it right there for right now, and then we'll, when we get a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and switch over to CVG. Why are we descending? Unreal. And descending quickly, I might add. Oh, I know why. It's because I brought this thrust back. Man, I just don't have it together today, do I? We're actually getting towards stall speed. Can't hear the engines very well either in this plane. Now we're ascending quite rapidly at 2,000 feet a minute, although this plane will do it. Alright, 3 miles out. Bring up radio stack. Where is it? There we go. It's ascending a little too quick now. Alright, we're really close. Let's. The next one will be heading. Let's. Actually, I'm gonna put that on nav real quick. Heading of 292. Can't really. This one thing I don't like about this. Go to the heading. 117.3. And the next one will be 116.3. I'm afraid we may be off a little bit. I'm tempted to hit and check the GPS out real quick, but I'm not going to. Look at that. Our speed is almost 300 knots while we're doing almost 3,000 feet a minute. It's crazy. I'll wait until we get a little bit closer, and then we'll switch over to the VOR, to our nav. I'm afraid we might be off to the left. That was not the best navigation to that point. I had everything else going on around me. I'm not sure how exactly I should record this. Obviously, when I do compression, time compression, and everything, but I just don't know. So I'm worried it's saying over here, daggone it. Because when we leave York, it's actually on a heading of 292. But if we were off, then obviously it's not going to be right. Alright, well, so I'll go ahead and, I don't know if I'm going to speed it up or not. I'm a little afraid to. But I'll go ahead and cut off the mic, and then we'll probably speed it up in the video or something. I'll see how, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. But I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, I'm back. We're 4 miles out. So the next one will be 116.3. That's a VHP. It's going to be a heading of 306. I'll get that in just a second. Get just a little closer. That beeping, for the life of me, I cannot remember how to get that thing to stop. By the way, we're finally at 24,000 feet. It took forever. I wasn't ascending really quick enough. See if we're still going towards it or not. It seems like it's taking a little while. Okay, so we're flying away. We need to go 306. It should be about it right there. We'll go 116.3. After that, it'll be 111. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Alright, so you can see we're 85 miles away. Just about right on there at the heading. Alright, we'll go ahead and put it in nav. What is the beeping? I switched the VH. I thought that might work. It obviously doesn't. I turned off the ADFs, turned those off. It didn't work, so I turned it back on. So I don't know what's going on exactly. I just cannot remember which... what does it? Can't think of any other communications of how it's getting through. It's kind of weird. That has DME hole lit up, and I don't want to touch it. Okay, so it's not really lit up. It just lights up brighter. I can't remember why I get the beeping. Okay, so it doesn't really want to follow that well. I'm going to put it back in that heading, fly that way. Alright, so 77 miles out. I think this is a really good time to go ahead and speed things up, so I will, and I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, unmuted. Hopefully you guys heard me last time at the last waypoint. We were on it, 301. I keep thinking 310. Alright, so we're moving it away from it now. That was 111, so we need to be at 303. So it's about right there. Alright, and that is 109.6. Right there. After that will be BDF, that is 114. Whoops. 114.7, and that is the last one before the airport. See, we're 60 miles away from, what is it? PNT. Looks we're pretty much right on it. Yeah, I was doing the last one like 310 when it was supposed to be 301. I'd made that mistake yesterday. I quit doing that. Alright, 56 miles out. So I'll go ahead and speed it up, and I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Whoa, that looked really weird when it looked like we started our turn or something. Okay, so the next one is 114.7. That's on a heading of 300, so basically straight ahead. And also, that is the last one before the airport, so I'm actually going to start descending. The problem is, as you can see, I had problems with ascending, and descending is no different. I want to make sure that we're down in plenty of time. That's the one thing I'm really kind of worried about. See, are we moving away from the airport now? No, we're still going, or VOR, we're still going towards it. So, like yesterday, I just descended way too early and but I was fine with that because, you know, I'm still new to the aircraft. I don't know exactly how quickly we can get down in this thing, you know? Alright, well, we're flying our heading, so let's go ahead and do 114.7. Alright, that's 41 miles out. Nice. Right on it? Yeah, pretty much right on it. I just keep it in heading because it seems like when we do nav, especially if you're doing it quick at 2 and 4, as it starts moving out, it just keeps turning. It doesn't really want to go straight. So I just line it up and just fly that heading. A lot easier, I think. Alright, just went past 22,000 feet. Like I said, we're descending too quick, but I'm happy with that. Alright, I'll probably bump it up to 2x now. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back. We're at 10,400 feet. I lowered it to 10,000. I believe we intercepted ILS around 4,000 feet. That's what I did yesterday. And I do not know exactly how far out we are. Okay, it's runway 27. Is this where our flying heading? We'll go ahead and enter this 110.5. It will not show up, I don't believe. No, it doesn't have it, which is fine. Alright, coming up on, was 9,000 feet. So I don't know the distance to the airport. We runway 27, but if you fly to the VOR, it's actually, I can't remember if it's right in the middle or to the left, so that's why I'm not flying directly to 27 right now. I'll go a little over. As you can see, we can't pick it up just yet. Not sure how far to the left I should go. See, it's not, we don't have it, do we? No. Alright, we're at, what's 7,000 feet? Just going by 7,000 feet. I'll stop it at about 5,000. And yes, I know that's too low, but well, depending on how close we are to the airport, that's too low. Oh hell, you know what, we should have landing lights on below 10,000. I'm forgetful today. Today is not the best day. And I didn't put in the heading before that. That sucks. Like a waypoint before, you know, to the ILS. I cannot remember. Because I did it to the daggone VOR. Or to the ILS. I did not. I thought I put it in, but I did not. To like a waypoint before. That would have been helpful. Because I gotta imagine we are really close. Go ahead and do altitude hold. Hopefully it'll hold it right there at 5,000. Maybe just above. I do not see the airport. I got lucky yesterday and we were right near the airport and actually saw it. I saw it and was able to fly right to it. I bet that might be it right there. Well, might as well check it. No, we're 33 miles away. 33 miles away? Really? Go a little to the right. That, actually, I'll show you. This is not totally right. Because if you looked at it before, you might have seen it with the, what, to CVG, and I noticed it was totally wrong. Yesterday, because I was like, man, how did I get so far off? And it actually wasn't off. It was actually flying to a different waypoint. I ran this thing through FSX after I made my flight plan, and I don't know why it did that. But it actually doesn't go to the same exact waypoint, so that's kind of weird, I thought. Let's get down to 5,000. Screw the extra 100 feet. But yeah, we went descended too quickly, too soon. Which, like I said, I knew it was going to happen, but I'd rather be too low than too high and miss the freaking glide slope. Come on, get down. Alright, 29 miles away, as you can see. So we hit 5,000 feet. Come on. Almost there. I'll hold you right there. See, you won't be able to get it lined up. Well, I'll just spin it around for the hell of it. I don't know if you're supposed to leave it at 27. I did that yesterday. It worked out just fine. So I'll leave it at 27, pointing at 27 because that's the runway. Alright, let's actually go ahead and just send down to 4,000. Better sooner than later. Better sooner than later. And you can see we don't have it glide slope or anything yet. I'm worried that we're going to be too far to the left. Put it right there, we should be alright. It was 295, but yeah, we should be fine. In fact, if anything, we're probably going to be too far to the right. I should have put it in the freaking heading to the ILS instead of to the freaking to the 110.5. Oh, there we go. We are to the right, which is fine by me because we need to be a little to the right. So we actually are approaching in from the right. As we are 20 miles out. Let's start slowing down a little bit as well. Hopefully it's like yesterday, man. I absolutely nailed the landing. I was so surprised. Hopefully I can do that again today. Felt like I had redeemed myself from that freaking 757 landing. It was ridiculously bad. Damage to the flaps, though. I mean, what are you gonna do? I had to come in hot. I'm gonna stop this thing about 3,800. Which is still too low, but it's just a little peace of mind for me. One notch of flaps coming out. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Watch the speed. Another notch of flaps. Alright, as you can see, the glide slope is moving, so we're not that low. I don't think you can adjust this. So I cannot even see the airport. I'm kind of worried now. It stopped moving there. It's moving again. I'm worried we're not lined up. Go ahead and put that in manual. Glide slope, I believe that's what it stands for. And it's not working. And where's the airport? This is what I was afraid of. See, yesterday it worked perfect. Today, not so much. Is that the airport right there? Can't be, because we're Runway 27. It's that one, I bet. Oh my god. See, we ended up too far to the left. Let's just check it. Yeah, boy, we're just off to the left. Alright, I don't know why it would not let me off there for a second. Off the autopilot. Come on, we got it. We're a little slow. We need to land at about 140. Gear down. Don't get too fast on me. Yeah, we were too much to the left. A little more flaps. We need to get down. A little more flaps. Alright, we're getting closer to the glide slope now. A little slow. Alright, we're at full flaps now. I'm going to turn towards the airport slowly. I don't think we're still not quite lined up yet. Close to the glide slope. Still a little high. I had to fight it to get down yesterday as well. We'll let the shakes come back in. We're not sinking. It did this yesterday. Don't sink, don't sink. We're not sinking.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Need to get down.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Alright, we're much better on the glide slope now.
Don't sink.
Watch that speed.
Don't sink.
Now that we're leveling out a little bit.
Don't sink.
High again.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Could do without the don't sink warning. And the beeping.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
How did we end up so high?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, we're gonna be a little long. Don't stall it out. Yeah, we broke something. I kind of figured we were going to come in a little hard. And not like yesterday, that's for sure. But not the worst, ever. Let's see if there's a tower here. Oh, I was stopping on the freaking runway. That's not good. Ah, got no voice. Alright, let's retract our flaps. Where is our taxi? Behind us? Stupid thing. Of course. Are you kidding me? Taxiing way over there? You know what? I think this over here will be just fine. Screw that. Alright, we've lost our sound. I don't know what the heck just happened. But our sound has gone away. Well, that's odd. Yeah, that was a crappy landing for sure. Breaking something, but it was our first flight. So I won't be too unhappy about it. Although I wanted better, obviously. I did better yesterday, which was a shock. Especially for the first time trying to land it. But I won't be too pissed off about that today. More ticked off about the navigation at the end, which is not what I wanted. Maybe that'll shut that thing up. I don't know. It didn't beep like that yesterday. I have no idea why it's beeping like that now. I see a spot just ahead of us. It'll be fine parking for a 727. Right here by the edge of the runway, too. Screw where they were telling us, man. That's way out there. I'm not doing that. Not playing that game today. I kind of want to watch the video, see exactly what I did wrong. Although, I mean, we did not come in under that well of control. I did yesterday. That's probably one of the biggest differences. I didn't have to dive down to the runway and all that crap. Alright. Go ahead and let her step right here. It's kind of weird. You can like hear rumbling on the ground, but you can't hear the engines. I don't know what the heck just happened. Parking brake. I should have turned off the freaking landing lights. And I didn't turn on the taxi. I'm forgetting everything today. Today is not a good day for some reason. Oh, crap. Is it these? I cannot remember how to shut it off. Well, there comes the engine sounds. I don't know why we lost them. That's odd. So air hauler did not come on and recognize that we're shut down. That's not good. There. I didn't get the third one. There it goes. Yeah, that was still on. So now it recognized. And we got another weird shutdown sound. Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on over to air hauler. Alright, here we are. Only 3%, so it wasn't horrible. Obviously, I would have rather not done that. I would have rather a perfect landing, but for the first time, it ain't that bad. We'll make our money back. The only thing is, we got to do shorter flights with this plane, because if we're going to use navigation, maybe later on I'll use GPS, like I did with the DC-6 the first time around. Just keep the GPS on the screen and use the heading to kind of follow it around. But I also want to do some kind of navigation. I kind of enjoy it. You know, I haven't done it since the DC-6 was... Oh, that was months and months ago. I think it was this past summer. So it's been a while. Let's see how much it costs to repair it. 340 grand. 340 grand. Let's see how much we got paid. I think it's actually similar. Yeah, we got 309 grand. So we lost 31 grand plus some fuel. Not horrible. Not that bad. All right. Let's click where we are. Because I know it's Moline, Illinois. Or is it Iowa? It's Illinois, isn't it? Moline. I can't... Hell no, I can't remember. Let's see. There we are. I can't... Moline, Iowa, Moline, Illinois. Why can't I remember that? Oh, there's actually a flight out of there. That looks... Let's see. From Moline. Let's check it out. Madrid, Mexico. Where are you, Moline? It's Mobile. There's Moline. Oh, to Des Moines. Wow, it's got a ton of time left. That's 2 trips, too. That pays really good. I mean, that would make all of our money back. Taking it to Des Moines. And there's something out of Des Moines as well. Oh, there's a lot of time on that because I don't know if I can fly it all tonight. Oh, there's a bunch of Des Moines. One to Duluth. It's another big paying job. In short. Yeah, we might have to jump on these. Because it's got, 48 hours? The other one had a long time too, so that should work out well. Because we've got to do the other one 2 flights. Alright, not bad. But that'll be the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all are going to like the 727. I like it. It's a fun plane, doing the navigation and everything. We'll get better. Definitely. Hopefully. Alright, but I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next flight.